guys, hello and welcome to episode 2 of Burgers with Bash. Today I've got a special guest all the way from Burnley. I have our very own Buddy Khan.
Jazakallah, thank you very much, my brother.
Now, a lot of you guys already know Buddy quite well if you're familiar or if you're from our area in particular. But I guess it's just a case of coming here today and kind of highlighting the work that Buddy's been doing over the years in this particular area and just learning a bit more about himself and just having that conversation. So the first question I've got for you, Buddy, is where did the name Buddy come from? Because that's obviously not your real name.
Buddy Khan, that's my name. Buddy Love, it come from Buddy Love. Mm-hmm. I love everybody and I'm everyone's buddy. That's why they call me Buddy. I'm there for everyone.
No, mashallah. So the other question that people will be wondering is, how old are you? Is that a secret?
I'm 40. Mashallah. Mashallah, I'm 40, yes. I do look young, guys and girls, but I do look after myself. Alhamdulillah. All praises to Allah.
No, mashallah. So you Burnley, born and bred all your life?
Born and bred in Burnley.
Stonyhome?
Yeah, Stonyhome. Dad come from Glasgow.
All right.
My older brother and my older sister were born there, and he come over to the cotton mill factories as they say in 1969, and happy days in 1979. Buddy Khan was born at Burnley General Hospital, and my mother said I was a really naughty child, but alhamdulillah I've changed a lot now.
No, that's good. So you still got family and stuff in Glasgow?
Yeah, all my family's here. I'm born and bred here.
Oh, cool.
Nobody's moved out. We like to keep our connection close.
Okay, yeah. So in the intro to this podcast video, I've shown you a few clips of Muscle Factory and the gym itself. So it's basically a full facility. So they've got a full gym, they've got strength and conditioning, they've got a cage, they've got MMA mats, and they've got the full work. So it's just a case of, I just want to know, like, give me a bit of background about the gym. Like, where did it all start? Like, you clearly had something else going at some point. You've done different types of jobs and all sorts. But where did day one start with the gym?
Oof, the gym has always been something I've been wanting to do, to be honest with you. When I got kicked out of school at the age of 15, don't forget I went to an all-white school in Padiham. I always wondered why my father sent me there. I went through a bit of a bad patch. Unfortunately, I did something that I shouldn't have done. I was kicked out for a full year, spent a lot of time at home. I got a job as a paper boy. I just started saving some money. I always wanted to be a bit different from others.
Okay.
I'd like a kind of a mission statement. I always wanted to walk alone and not follow the crowd. Bought my first car at the age of 16, trying to buy and sell cars from there. Obviously, Dad come home, flipped on my mother. What's he doing? I want him to go to college. I want him to do this. He's already been kicked out of school. And alhamdulillah, from then on, I went to college. I studied engineering.
Yep.
I spent 3 years there, and then I moved on to Preston University, and I got a degree in BA Honours. And then I got a job as a merchandiser, which was alhamdulillah I was making good money then. But at that time, from 1994, I used to go boxing as a child to a place called Burt Myers. Everybody knows him from Burnley. Colin McCash and everybody, professional boxers, and John Duckworth. Believe it or not, I was the first Asian kid there. It took me about 6 months to get into the gym. I used to go running there, save my 50p from my paper round, go there, can I join the gym? No, sorry mate. I used to think, oh no, it's happening again. But come back, kept going and kept coming and going, and alhamdulillah one day but he actually let me in the gym and I boxed with him for 5 years.
Right.
Yeah.
So did you, at that opportunity, did you get any competitions in, or was it just...
Yeah, I fought an amateur. I did amateur level boxing. Obviously again, my parents, they weren't happy about it, especially my father. Obviously the damage to the brain you get. He always wanted me to study, be something, make something of myself. Again, I don't blame my father. He had a tough upbringing as well. He come to this country when he's 14-year-old as well, and he always wanted us to study, educate ourselves and make something of ourselves, and and I'm kind of sorry, I got distracted.
No, no, it's fine because you're just talking about your background and
Yeah, I'm talking about my background
and how it's kind of leading up to you starting this gym.
Oh, right. Yeah, I was telling you, I was a merchandiser. I had a good job. I had a car, a mobile phone, I had a van, a Mondeo that they give me. Mashallah, I was on about £500 a week. But the job was just not for me. It just wasn't me, staying away from home, going to fancy hotels and everything.
Yeah.
Then I come back home. Again, I went back to buying and selling cars. Alhamdulillah, Allah blessed me with a company called Central Car Sales, which was quite very successful. But unfortunately, I had a partner at the time which I trusted. I forgive him now. The past is a past, but as they say, I got stung by one of the brothers.
Okay.
But it's okay because Allah works in mysterious ways. And then after that, I kind of give hope in that as well, because we come to the recession and everything, and I lost quite a lot of money. Yeah. So what money I did have, I kind of put it away, and actually went to college, did a little course there, and I started teaching at Townley High School. Believe it or not, Buddy Khan was actually a teacher.
I can't comment on that, but I'm sure you will.
Yeah, worked at a school in Blakewater College as well, teaching foundation level. And again,
how did you find that? Like, did you enjoy teaching?
To be honest with you, like I said, we're going back to the story. It wasn't for me. I got suspended. I got accused of breaking somebody's hand. Well, Allah knows better what actually did happen, but whatever did happen, I walked away from that job as well. And then I just had this mad thought in my head one day. I went to a gym in Burnley called Central. Everybody knows it. Yep. Well, there weren't many gyms in Burnley then. I was a member there for probably about 10 years. And the guy who owns it is called John. Mm-hmm. And he went to Turkey one day. His son was working. It was a Tuesday evening about 6 o'clock. I walked in.
Yep.
And his son come over to me and said, you need to pay. I said, yeah, no problem, I will pay, I always pay, but unfortunately I've left my money at home. Can I pay you tomorrow? He goes to me, no, you need to leave the gym. So I said, okay, no problem. So I left the gym. As soon as he went back onto the squat rack, I walked over and I give him something I shouldn't have done. The bad buddy, I give him a left hook and a right hook, put him on his arse, and had the police come over to my house as usual. So I had this venom in me. Buddy at the time, this macho buddy, this fighter buddy, whatever. So I decided to go back one night. He had put the shutters down, so I went over, got a crowbar, took his shutters off and threw them over the railway station. So again, by then his father had come back. I woke up one morning with about 25-30 missed calls. Said to me, come over to the gym. I went myself. Alhamdulillah, Allah's given me a heart of a lion. I turned up and there were about 15 big massive guys there waiting for me, and Alhamdulillah, I knew a couple of them. They took me downstairs. They said, don't worry about the shutters, we'll pay for it, but we don't want you to come back here. So I said, no problem. I go back on one condition. I'm going to go upstairs. I just need to say something to him. They didn't agree with it. I went upstairs. I said, right, John, I'll tell you what it is. You've got no loyalty. I said, well, I'm telling you what I'm going to do. I'm going to open my own gym. He laughed it off. He goes, you guys can't do shit. Because don't forget, at that time, a lot of Asian people were going there, using the facilities. So there was like a niche market there. Right. So within 2 to 3 months, praying to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, looking around, Alhamdulillah, Allah's blessed me a building, and believe it or not, it was an absolutely horrible building, but everything in here, we actually grafted for it. Through my friends helped me, everyone, we spent a lot of hours in here, like probably about 7 to 8 months just tidying it all up, because don't forget, it was like a bakery and stuff. We had rats running around here. We had to get a few billiard, a few cats here to chase them off.
Get the rat catchers out.
And I think my daughter was born on the 19th. Yeah, my daughter was born on the 19th of January, so we had a ceremony and I opened it on her behalf. It was like her birthday present. I wanted the legacy to live on, inshallah, yeah.
So from day one, so the entire facility, so this is the same facility I'm showing in the video in terms of the length, so this is all one complex, isn't it?
No, we started off with one room.
Right.
Obviously, the landlord, he's been really nice to me and everything.
Okay.
This was occupied by somebody else. Unfortunately, their business went under.
Okay.
So I took this on. I built the mixed martial art room. And then the room behind you where the cage is, again, that was another business. And the business was growing.
Okay.
It come to the point I thought actually at one point I'll need the whole factory. You know what I mean? But we had a gym called Exercise for Less.
Yeah.
Opened up, and I was in Thailand at the time, on holiday with my friends, living the dream, as they say. What goes on in Thailand stays in Thailand. But anyway, that's the past. Come back, believe it or not, my brother, believe it or not, my gym was absolutely empty, completely empty.
Wow.
Wallahi alam. So I just went through a bit of a bad time, maybe for a few months, but I prayed to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala all the time. And I said, you're the best of planners, and whatever you've got written for me, because the rizq, sustenance and offspring is given by Allah. And slowly but surely we got into a niche market of bodybuilding and mixed martial arts, and we built our reputation on that now. You know, obviously we're not a multi-million, we don't have millions of pounds behind us, we're just a normal gym, we're not a commercial gym, we're a privately owned gym. But what we do in this gym, no other gym can actually offer. You know, in terms of, obviously you're aware what we do.
Yeah.
The Ramadan opening, the homeless, the charity dinners we do and everything. Everybody that comes here knows each other.
Yeah.
Like how I met you, Bash, was through the gym. And alhamdulillah, we're still friends and we'll continue to be friends till the day we leave this dunya, temporary world, yeah.
So once the business next door went under, and then you've took over this part of the facility, so this interview is taking place in the MMA side of the gym. Is that when you started competing in MMA? Is that when you were that age?
No, I actually, I mean, obviously you're all aware of Rob Sinclair, two-time world champion Mick Sinclair. These were my friends from 1992. We used to go to a gym in Thompson Centre.
Right.
Like I said, all my friends, majority of my friends at that time were 80% ethnic minority, which is white at the time, and they've helped me through it. They had a gym on Plum Street, an MMA gym there. I started over there with them, but obviously at university at the time, going home, oh, you're doing this again to us, and son, you this, you that, you're fighting, and we don't want you to do it. Obviously, we've all got our mothers and fathers, and we have to listen to them.
Yeah, I mean,
again, that kind of stopped me. I wanted to, like I said, there's a lot of Asian people out there. There'll be stories, everyone will tell you. We didn't have that support, that what we needed. We needed that support. You know, the person that's actually opened the doors for us is, you know, I highly rate him, Amir Khan. You know what I mean? A lot of people might not like him for whatever reasons, but I love him. His father put time into him. He actually made him into a world champion. If it wasn't because of his father, he won't be where he is today.
Yeah.
So I've always wanted to put something back into the community. Yeah. Don't forget, we lived in a deprived area, my brother.
It still is deprived.
It still is deprived, but it is a deprived area. Yeah. You know, we charge £5 a week, which is what, 62p a day. You know what I mean? When I first started the gym, we were charging £8. But because of these other commercial gyms opening up, we've had to lower our prices, which is fine. It's no problem. But I just want to take the kids off the streets, yeah? These so-called kids that are now looking up to these brothers who are driving in these fancy cars, which I don't want to get into it, whether it's halal or haram. That's between them and Allah. That's between them, you know. I'm not here to judge anybody, you know. I'm here just, I wish success and happiness for every human being in this world, you know. And like I said to you before, I've always wanted to put something back in to the community and taking kids off the street and stuff. And I'll give you a good example. You know, 4 years ago, we all know Khizr Khan, MMA fighter now, up and coming, 20-year-old.
Yep.
His dad walked in one day. He said, "Buddy, I need to talk to you." I was in the back room busy doing some circuit training and a bit of MMA training. I said, okay, no worries. He actually waited about half an hour till I finished. He said, "He's all yours." And I looked at him and thought, "What do you mean he's all mine?" He goes, "Look, buddy, I don't want him hanging about on street corners. I don't want him to get influenced by drugs or drink anything. He's yours now. Can I please leave him with you? I want him to start the classes." I said, I looked at his, obviously a young kid at the time, always a lovely kid.
Yeah.
We're all lovely, aren't we? But till we kind of like hit a rock bottom point and we get influenced by other people, like their lifestyles and stuff. So I took him on now, and alhamdulillah, the same Khiza, his mother and father, bless them, they're happy with him. Yeah, he's got an apprenticeship as an engineer. You know what I mean? He's the probably only Pakistani young lad that works there. He trains in day out, 3 hours a day. He's been to several different competitions, and alhamdulillah, he's on a winning streak. And I personally do believe that inshallah one day, with Allah's blessings, yeah, this kid is going to be a true champion. Same with Shoaib Yousaf as well. Do you know what I mean? I remember his dad walked in this gym as well. And Shoaib Yousaf, nobody knew who Shoaib Yousaf was. I remember him from Pendle Martial Arts when I used to go do my jiu-jitsu there. This 8-year-old kid, do you know what I mean? And I was there, obviously we used to do a lot of no-gi, alhamdulillah, you know, Brother Shani were there, Chanda, Tayyebe, he were there as well. We all made Nav Nemo. Yep. These are my friends. Again, met them through the club where we went and we trained together. The bond was there. We made that bond through sports, yeah. You got to understand, we become a family through sports. We have one thing in common, you know, looking after our well-being, health, well-being. None of us are bullies, yeah. Which fighter do you know is actually a bully? If I want to be a bully, I can be a bully, but I believe in karma, my brother. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I want to do something. I want to teach these youngsters, you know, do something, get on YouTube, and who knows, you know, you don't know how long is a piece of string. They can make something of it. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? And I always pray to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that if anybody does deserve to make it to the UFC, anybody, it's our brother Shoaib.
Inshallah.
Alhamdulillah, he's a practicing Muslim. You know what I mean? He spends a lot of time. He's sacrificed his whole complete life to sports, mixed martial arts. Yeah, he started off with Thai boxing, jiu-jitsu. Now, obviously, we're all aware in the last 7 to 8 years, yeah, UFC's become massive icon, bigger than boxing now, isn't it?
Yeah.
So he's going that way, and inshallah, I wish him all the success. And I believe one day, if he does make it, he'll never forget his roots. He will not forget. And I also believe he's the type of person that he'll give so much of his wealth away to the poor and the needy. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless these people. And I want everybody out there to do dua for him. You know what I mean? Don't forget these local fighters. They're local fighters. Give them the support they need now, rather than when they get to the UFC. Don't forget, at some point they were local. You all know him. When he becomes, or inshallah, when he does go to the UFC, or I'm too old now, but if Khiza does go, or Saqib, example I'm giving, then we're all his friend, and we all want to hang about with him, but for the wrong reasons. Support him now, sponsor him, give him help. Wallahi, they'll give you time. These brothers will give you time. This gym is for everybody, not just for me. I don't need anybody's money. Wallahi, I don't. But if I can get one mother or one father that can come up and say to me, "You've changed my son's life," you know what I mean? He's become a better person. He's become disciplined. We all know, we all go through this stage in life where we have this testosterone. I was one of them kids. I can tell you stories, now, honest to God, how much I've upset my parents and how much stress I put my mother and my father through. And now I look back at it and I say to myself, Allah forgive me. And now I'm utilizing that time, and I try not to do anything to upset my parents, because you only have one mother and one father. Ask the people that don't have them. Do you know what they would do? Just pay millions just to see their mother or father one more time.
Yeah.
You know, the ulama tell us this, the scholars tell us this. I'm not trying to preach anybody, Brother Bash.
No,
but I'm just talking about my life experiences personally. Do you know what I mean?
So, in terms of the fights that you've had, how many fights have you had now?
I've had 8 fights, my brother.
8 fights, undefeated.
Alhamdulillah, Allah is great. Allah's given me the strength of a lion. He's given me a good heart. Stay humble, train hard. You know what I mean? And again,
the results show it.
again, you know, did I fight the best? Did I not fight the best? Allah knows. Allah, He's the best of planners. I trained hard. I put my time in. I mean, I went to one fight. Yeah. The guy didn't last more than 5, 6, 7 seconds. Maybe Tariq lifted me up before. Maybe all the 100 of followers that I have, not brothers, who have supported me again through my character and through my manners, who actually come and bought a ticket, who actually come and sat down and enjoyed it. But don't forget, after the fights, I had to go back and thank each and individual person and take a picture with them. Do you understand?
Yeah.
You know, it's never been about the money. It's been about opening the doors, especially for our community, brother. Do you understand? We've got a lot of talent out there, my brother, especially these youngsters that are growing, up and coming.
And then, so on the back of that, I noticed that you've got a lot of kids coming to the new classes now, haven't you?
MashaAllah,
yeah.
Allah is great. I told you. Awais Majid, can't thank him enough. Rob Sinclair, can't thank him enough. Mick Sinclair, can't thank him enough. You know, all the guys that come and help out. I mean, obviously yourself, I can't thank you enough. You've come at times where you've helped out with the Saf. You've come out, you've helped Saqib. Your friend Lawrence, who used to come and do the wrestling class here, you know, traveling all the way from Bolton. I can't thank him enough. You know, you know yourself, Bash, it's never been about the money.
No.
It's about helping one another, not competing with one another. I'm better than Bash, or I'm better than Saqib, or I'm better than Khiza. No, we're brothers, or I'm better than Shuaib. Shuaib is probably one of the best talented fighters here. Do you understand?
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
He can absolutely knock out everybody here. I believe that. But wallahi, he chooses not to do that. Because we train together. We love each other. Yeah. We're one big family. We're going to guide each other on the straight path. If we all can differentiate between right and wrong. Can't we?
Absolutely.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. There's people out there who will probably ring me at times, oh brother, we need you, this guy, this, that. Brother, I ain't interested in your politics or why that fight started. You shouldn't even put yourself in that position.
In the first place.
Do you understand?
Yep.
You know, I can be a gangster. I've got the tools to be a gangster. I know people, wallahi, all over the United Kingdom through mixed martial arts. I know people abroad, internet, social media. I'm the connected one, my brother. I can get 100, 200 lads together. I can get these fists together, not guns, not bloody bats. Yeah, we fight with these. Allah has give us these tools here. Can you see there, Bash? That on there. 6 teeth have been knocked out with that one. 4 teeth have been knocked out with that one. Look at these scars I've got all over my face. Yeah. Through people using weapons and doing this and doing that. They're not men, Bash. They're not men. People who fight with knives, with bats, you know, who get together in like a pack of hyenas. They're not men, brother. But again,
it's starting to happen more now.
I pray for these brothers. Allah guide them. They lost. We lost.
Well, as long as they've got places like this available to them, they're always more than welcome.
Everyone's more than welcome, but they choose not to come in here because they have fear. These kind of people have fear, my brother. Do you understand? Yeah. And I don't know why they have fear.
I think sometimes it's you know, when you've got an ego so big, you don't want to lose on the mat. There's a little bit.
This is you've hit the nail on the head. Wallahi, brother, I've seen so many big guys that come in this gym, and I promise you now, they don't even look or they don't even open that door and see what's going on here. Because you know what, the skinny boy, the one that doesn't say much, the guy who's humble, yeah, you might have a bigger chest than him, you might have bigger biceps than him, bro. Get on the mat with him. He'll put you to sleep, my brother. Now that is ego. You should not have that arrogance. We've got this thing, especially the Asian community. The bigger the biceps, the harder I am. Yeah. That was the past, my brother. Yeah. Humble yourself, brother. Teach yourself. Self-defense, man.
Basics, isn't it? Has to be done. So, it's been quite an enlightening conversation with you, but then on the back of this, the one question I have is, so, you've got all this set up, things are looking really nice, mashallah, you got a lot of kids coming in and stuff, but so what's next for you in terms of your life? Is this it for you now, mashallah? You're just going to build on this now?
My brother. Wallahi, man, there's sometimes I think to myself, Qasam, people don't know what problems I have. Maybe financially or anything. Qasam say, brother, £5 a week I charge. £5 a week. it's nothing. It pays the rent, my brother. Qasam say, wallahi. £20 a month. What is it? It's nothing. I'm better off getting a job elsewhere, a raminal, whatever Allah has written for me, £1,500, £2,000. I'm better off working Monday to Friday, 9 till 5, and spending the weekend with my beloved children, my 2 daughters, with my mother, with my father. I'm doing on average 70 hours a week in this gym. The last 3 months, my brother, I've been again out of my own pocket, paying the rent and rates, because it's winter. I've not been supported by the local community. This gym was designed, it was a community gym. I'll give you an example. Can I give you an example?
Yeah.
Brother Bash, just example. You're a member at this gym. Say for example, you've come here for the last 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah? And then one day, obviously everything we have here is top-notch gym equipment. Yeah? What, a 5 kilo dumbbell, whether it's made of bronze, platinum or gold, it's the 5 kilo in it. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Now okay, if you choose to go to another gym, which I don't have nothing against, but it could be you living round the corner, but you choose to go and walk down to another gym, which is about 10 minutes walk, or jump in your car and go to the new gym that's opened, near the roundabout, which is £18 a month. It's where it's got these fancy girls there, everyone's putting the sprays on and going over there. That's your choice.
Yeah.
However, 3 years you've been coming here, example again, every day you come here, we sit down together, we have coffees together, we have gup shop, how's mum, how's dad. So you stop coming. A month goes by, 2 months go by, 3 months go by, I don't see you no more. And one day I bump into the street, how's things. Do you see how we lose that connection?
Yeah.
It's not about the money, Baijan.
Yeah.
It's about that love. We're losing that love.
Yeah.
And I wish people could understand that. I don't need to be here, brother. Wallahi. I can choose the easy option, but I'm going to continue doing what I'm doing and put back into this community. And believe me, you, inshallah ta'ala, I'm going to breed a champion. There's going to be a champion that I'm going to breed from here. And you're going to remember it. Not me, not Buddy Khan. Trust me. Wallahi, I promise. Inshallah.
Inshallah. Well, one day we can look back on this video and we can look at that champion, inshallah.
Yeah.
I just want to say thanks a lot for doing this chat, because it was short notice and it's really appreciated that you were just prepared to sit down and be prepared to talk about these things. And
Alhamdulillah.
I'm hoping that the people that are watching this, especially if you're in the local area, you should really, try and be a bit more engaged and a bit more active, and maybe pop down to the gym as well and just take a look around.
Come down, my brothers. You're welcome. This is your own place. This is Buddy Khan ain't gonna get rich, bro. Trust me, bhai. When this shuts down, my brothers, I'm telling you, the community will be crying, brother. You'll have nothing else to do here. I promise you that, my brothers. There'll be more drugs on the street. There'll be more violence on the street. Come to the gym. Utilize the gym. It's your own place. If you don't have money, brother, you're welcome to train for free. How does that sound? That's a good deal, innit? Do you know what I'm trying to say to you?
Can't argue with that.
We do everybody that knows me, we do a lot of good. Again, we're not perfect, but we've done a lot of good, yeah? We do the homeless stuff, yeah? We've done the charity for Syria, yeah? We've done a lot, alhamdulillah. This small gym, yeah, raised £66,000, yeah? Wow. And alhamdulillah, we travelled ourselves to the border of Turkey and we handed over your donations. But again, we worked as a community. That £66,000 didn't drop from the sky. We all got together, Briarfield, Nelson, we all got together and we worked together. So my beloved brothers, I just want to say, I wish you all the happiness, Brother Bash, and success in this world and the hereafter. And for all the viewers who are listening, I wish you all the success in this world and the hereafter. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. I mean, are you happy?
Can we have a quick picture as well?